let's get the conversation going on the most problematic family vloggers. Hi, my name is Miriam Rose. Welcome to my soul tribe. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and comment below on your thoughts about the most problematic family vloggers. And don't forget to join me on Instagram as well as TikTok for regular updates. Also, if you would like to expand your consciousness, please subscribe to my second channel called Spiritual Destiny. A quick disclaimer, please don't send any hate to the families which are being mentioned in this video. The most problematic family vloggers. People love watching family channels. Anything that's family friendly has become very popular on YouTube. All family friendly content is welcomed, especially family vloggers, because they all seem so relatable. So what's wrong with this picture, you may ask? What's wrong with watching a beautiful baby being born into the world? Its first steps, giggles, words. It doesn't hurt anyone, right? Or does it? And do some family vloggers allegedly get so carried away with it and with YouTube, with its likes, subscribers, numbers, comments, that they have more children just so that they can create more fresh and new content? Yes, unfortunately, allegedly, some family vloggers resort to this act of desperation too. They tend to go just a little too far. And what's wrong with harmlessly recording their children's milestones? Plenty, in fact. Child labor, child exploitation, intentional or unintentional child abuse. Children growing up with a camera shoved in front of their faces may most probably grow up with mental and emotional problems as adults, as many are told to act for the camera. Others are being forced into horrific situations which are too much to bear or comprehend properly for a young mind. For the parents, it's all for views, but for their children, this can be detrimental as they grow up, not being able to distinguish reality from the world of pretense. Family vloggers use clickbait titles and thumbnails which bring in views but have no regard for their children's welfare. After all, if you insert a picture of a small child with a shocking title, people are bound to watch. The other thing to consider are children of family vloggers versus young movie stars. There is a difference. The child stars need to study. They can only work a certain amount of hours in a day or in a week. The movie set is strictly regulated, whereas YouTubers' channels aren't regulated at all. How would YouTube attempt to impose regulations on family vlogging? How would YouTube attempt to impose regulations on family vlogging channels so that the children who don't have a voice, as nobody asked them whether they wanted to be on camera in the first place, are being exploited? It wouldn't be an easy task to impose regulations, and maybe that's why YouTube hasn't attempted to do so. We need to remember that many family vloggers put out content 3-4 times per week. Let's say the content is a 20-minute video each time and they are showing you the best moments in the span of 20 minutes. It may and usually does take them hours to film and edit the footage so that you can view their best highlights. This means that the young children are working a full week's shift, which is far too much work for a child to have to deal with, considering that children aren't allowed to get a regular part-time job until they turn 15 years of age in the real world, a world outside of YouTube. How about the monetary gain? Is there a trust fund for these children? Who monitors how much is being put away for them until they turn 18 years of age? Or do their parents simply use all their income which they receive from YouTube revenue for their own lavish lifestyles, which means that when their children will grow up, they won't even get paid for all the years they have put into making their family channels to be a successful platform? Also, there is one more fact to consider. When the same children will grow up and there will be footage all over the internet of them growing up, how will they feel about it? Will they get angry, frustrated, embarrassed? I mean, it's not like they consented to having been on camera since the day they were born. Let's talk about Daddy of 5. This channel has become so problematic that YouTube finally took it down, but not before some serious psychological damage was done to their 5 children. They had around 800,000 subscribers when their channel was removed by YouTube. Heather and Michael, the parents of these children, literally grew their audience by making their children cry. They used to film pranking their children and constantly encouraged their children to inflict physical pain onto their siblings. When this charming couple was convicted in 2017, their channel was finally taken down. Now let's talk about the Ace family. Rumors of Austin being unfaithful to Catherine and them having an open marriage have been flying around for a long time. There were allegations of Austin forcing himself onto a young lady. Then there was an incident of Austin's little relative, a little girl, who wanted a lollipop at the shop which looked like male genitalia. Austin bought it for her. In fact, he found it to be funny and filmed the whole thing and then released the footage. As of late, Austin had invested into a boxing company where it's rumored that he lost a lot of money from that venture and never paid the boxers. It's rumored that the McBroom family are going to be bankrupted from this uneventful venture, leaving their children unpaid when they grow up for all the hours they have put into filming content and making their parents YouTube famous. Now, how about the LABRANTs? They tend to cross the line between entertainment and danger. The wildfires in California that broke out were real, and this family decided to pack up their belongings and evacuate for entertainment purposes, which leaves you wondering how far they will go for entertainment, as they made light out of a very serious and dangerous situation. They decided to exploit the situation for views, even though their area wasn't affected by the fires. The LABRANT family has almost 13 million subscribers, so they have a lot of influence on YouTube. Savannah's daughter Everly has a biological father and Cole is her stepfather. This family focused on making Everly a child star, so when Everly went onto a children's audition show, she was severely coached by both Savannah and Cole as to what to say in the interview. Savannah stated that she has 2 fathers and one has made her and one who has raised her. Savannah also stated that Cole raises another man's kid. She also said that in the past the relationship with the biological father was toxic. In one of the videos which Savannah and Cole put out onto the internet, they implied that although they allow the biological father of Everly to see her when he wants to, he doesn't do so very often. Just wondering how Everly will feel about seeing this footage when she grows up and understands the concept of having a biological father who didn't make much of an effort to see her or raise her. Now let's change gears and talk about another problematic family vlogging channel called 8 Passengers. It's not like this family of 6 with over 2 million subscribers screams at their children. Ruby and Kevin have been in numerous scandals for the way they impose drastic rules onto their children. They discipline their children by forcing them to film content even when their children have stated on camera many times over that they don't want to be filmed. Once Ruby had documented in her vlog how her 6-year-old daughter forgot to pack her lunch for school. Her daughter's teacher phoned Ruby and asked her to bring lunch for her daughter. Ruby told the teacher that it was her daughter's responsibility to pack her own lunch, and if she forgot to pack it, then she will go hungry for the day. Ruby also strongly encouraged her teacher's daughter not to give her daughter any lunch that day. as this will teach her daughter a lesson to remember to pack her lunch. There are other, more gruesome forms of punishment which these parents impose on their children, but they are too gruesome to discuss on this video. I will wrap this up by simply stating that some parents have no clue about parenting skills even though they have a whopping 6 children. And finally, for the latest drama which has recently occurred, Jordan Cheyenne recently bought a puppy which had parvo. Parvo is a very serious illness in dogs, which can end up being fatal. Jordan filmed a video called We're Heartbroken, where she filmed herself and her son crying together over finding out that their puppy had parvo. She forgot to edit out a part of the video where she kept telling her son to keep crying as she was trying to take a perfect thumbnail. She kept asking her son to cry on cue as she kept clicking the camera in order to catch a perfect angle for the thumbnail. In the meantime, her son kept saying, "But I am crying." Needless to say that this video spread like wildfire all over the internet. Jordan deleted the video, but it was too late. She posted an apology video shortly after. Jordan initially stated that she will keep her son away from social media for a while. Afterwards, she must have felt so horrid that she took down all her videos and finally deleted her entire channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment below and let me know your thoughts about this situation and what can be done about family vloggers. How can it be regulated so it's more fair on the children? Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, cosmic kisses. Bye for now.